I mean, is anyone even really surprised about this? So, DC unveils new trans Wonder Woman and she's perfect. I mean, by what metric is she perfect? Like, it's not even, like, out, but they're already hitting you with the assumption. It's like, okay, is she a better character? You know, is it a perfect story? And like, why do I care for a superhero that's perfect? Like superheroes that are good, they have flaws. You know, they have their strengths. It's like, yeah, they're, you know, like Superman, but you know, he can effectively, you know, fly, shoot lasers from his fucking eyes, destroy lots of things, but he's still a flawed being, and that flaw is what the villains to take advantage of, and that what makes them good villains. But trans, because see that's interesting, right? I don't think the people at DC actually understand one like the people that Wonder Woman comes like her people. Like it is, I think the Amazons like they are just a group of women that what they do is they go out at sea and they find ships of men and they rape them. Like I shit you not. They rape them, get impregnated by them, and like the male children they abandon and the female children they keep. So a trans Wonder Woman, like I don't think that makes sense, and two, this is classic Western entertainment. Like people, I don't know a single person who's excited. Like even you know people who are trans are looking at this and they're like, "Oh God, please, are we doing this? Are we still doing this?" And I guess the people at DC are like, "Yes, we are." Like people are just fatigued at this. People are just tired of this. Like, is there anything else DC and Marvel can do that people care about, or like Star Wars? Because here's where these companies have shifted, right? And it's after COVID when this happened, and you can name this with any company, right? Like before COVID, the idea was okay, how do we put as much into a product to get as much value out of it? Like how much do we invest to get the value out of the product? So, okay, what I mean, people shit on EA, but they had the right idea. Like they'd make like a game into a movie, into comics, into webtoons, you know, into shorts online. You know, this is what they did with Dead Space. This is what they did with Spore for a little bit, and I mean, people got fatigued with that, and people just sort of hate EA. But again, there was an idea there. It's just unfortunately they have more companies they've shut down than the actually good ideas. You know, they have more studios that they've axed than they have ideas that are actually stick. But after COVID, the idea was okay, how do we put as little effort into a product as possible to get the max amount of traction? Like, they don't even care about consumer faith anymore. It's like, okay, what gets people talking? What puts eyes on our product? What, you know, puts us into, you know, the good graces of the journalists who don't actually care for the consumer? Well, okay, let's make Superman's son gay. Like he sucks dick. Congratulations, he's a dick sucker, right? Or Wonder Woman. She was born a man. She has a cock. She has a fat cock, and it's like, oh, hell, I'd even say in the food industry. Oh, let's say everything has protein in it. Like protein this, protein that. Just dump protein powder in a thing, and that gets people wanting to buy it because it's quote unquote healthy. You know, games. Oh, let's use remakes, remasters, prequels, and sequels. Let's milk already established IPs because we can't, make new things because that's a risk. And let's shit all over. Make the heroes bad, or, I mean, or hell, fucking 10 out of 10 for mixtape, a game that's not even a game. Like, this is the mindset, and at this point, people are just sick of it. Like, hell, even me talking about it is at this point what they want. But it's like, does it really have to, like, what, does it have to be this way? Like, you could talk about lesser known DC characters, but they're like, no, we're taking Wonder Woman and we're shoving her in the box and we're contorting her to be trans. Just to get people like me to talk about it, and so people can point at me and be like, oh, you're transphobic. And it's like, you're right, I am. You're 100% correct. Like, I see a trans woman, I am so scared. Like, you look into my eyes. Do I look scared at trans women? But anyway, but this is where they're going. They don't want to create good entertainment. They want to create content, things that are risk averse. They don't offend people, or offends the right type of people, like the boys. We can offend right wingers and Christians because they don't, actually boycott unless it's products they actually like Bud Light, and then you piss them off and they don't buy and you go under. Or, we want to circle jerk around the right activist group so they don't attack us, have their level of nepotism and grifters come in, like the Anita Sarkeesian thing. And they want to generally have things like this, which is going to put eyes on it, because if I wanted to do this, I'd just make a new superhero just out of nowhere. Just create a new superhero and just be like, okay, she's trans. Make her hot, but I don't even lie her. I'm not into that, but make her fucking hot regardless. Like, this is what I do, but they're like, no, let's take an established character and then contort and twist them and change them. It's like, what are you doing? Like, people, like, the thing is, I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, DC. I know that you know what you're doing. And you know that I know that you know what you're doing. But we have to do this anyway. It's like you can't help yourself. So at this point, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, cool. This is where we're at in entertainment. And this is why people move to anime, because anime doesn't need to do this. They can just release good things, and people will consume those things. That it's like, how do they put eyes on their product? Will they give you what the fuck you want? It's like, holy shit, it's surprising. Instead of this, it's like, who wants this? Like, even activists don't want this at this point. It's like, what are we doing? Like, can you please stop? Like, can someone phone up the HR or, like, the diversity hires in DC and tell them to burn this shit right now? Because bad time. But hey, that's probably what they want. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about this. I haven't even read this bullshit. You know what? No, I'm still fucking on this. Right? Again, I want to know, Nicholas, why this is perfect. Goofy ass look. The new Wonder Woman is a transgender hero who takes Diana's place in Themyscira. Takes her place. Why? Again, and this is another thing. Why do you need to take the place of an established hero? Like, why can't they be their own thing? And again, this gives the idea that you can't make good things unless you take the place of what already exists. And that's not, like, culturally, that's not how America thinks. Like, this is how theater kids think. This is how people with chips on their shoulder, people who probably should have gotten beat more by their parents think. This isn't how our culture is, replacing the old and inserting the new. This is how, I guess, Hollywood nowadays, or at least you're supposed to think this way. Like, if you do this, it's like, you will piss people off. But I guess this is what they want. While Princess Diana Themyscira is DC's Avatar of Truth and Peace, several extraordinary women have stepped forward to claim the mantle of Wonder Woman. Diana's mother, Queen, assumed the identity while fighting alongside the Justice Society. I mean, okay, this is also what happens when there's 1,000 reboots of a thing. It's like you can kind of create a bit of chronological whatever, a bit of a timeline. But after a while, it's like, okay, Fierce War Artemis abandoned and temporarily replaced Diana. And again, no, they did not replace her. Diana was still a thing. They just sort of are like, okay, I'm here in her stead, like, replace. Like, it's this terminology that's just incorrect. Nubia is Diana's contemporary peel, Brazilian Amazon champion, blah, 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 blah. Again, another fucking remake. Throughout the decades, EC has presented essential pillars of the comic books medium's LGBTQ plus representation. Midnight and Apollo established themselves as one of the universe's most prominent homosexual couple. What is that again? Is this what people who read comics care about? Like, I care about the story, the villain. Like, do I care that they like to suck dick? Like, I'm gonna be honest, no, I really don't. Like, this is just sort of, okay, a thing that's there, but that's not really what and Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy never were homosexuals. Like, there's also this idea that the femme fatale must mean they're gay. And it's like, no. Like, people got real mad that Bayonetta wasn't gay. And it's like, no, she's just, a strong, feminine character that you look at. Like, you would look at Bayonetta and would not be able to look her in the eyes, Mr. Nicholas, I guarantee you. But these look. I mean, okay, I'll give them this. The art doesn't really look that bad. I mean, it's okay. Okay, you got this weird purple thing, and God, fuck the jawline. Never mind, it's trash. It's fucking trash. I don't care. But anyway, I can't look into more of this. No one is surprised. No one really cares. Who still cares for DC anymore? At least modern DC. Most people will just play the older games. And you know what? That's probably what the marketing tactic is. To fuck up all the new because we don't have any good ideas and make people consume the old. But anyway, this is all I gotta say about this. Peace out.